Well, last week, TikTok announced new policies meant to discourage children and teens from hours of mindless doom scrolling. This comes as social media platforms face growing scrutiny over their impact on mental health, especially for anybody under 18. Meantime, while conversations about mental health has expanded online, it also is leading to increasingly people self-diagnosing themselves. Joining us live to discuss this morning is Dr. Kojo Sarfo. He has thousands of followers online. Thanks for joining us, sir.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
What is the impact of mindless scrolling through TikTok videos or Instagram Reels? What's it doing to us?
Come again. Can you say one more time?
What is the impact of the mindless scrolling where people just sit there and go through those feeds? Is it hurting us physically?
Yeah, so that's a great question. And long term, I'm not sure if we know the effects of it, but in the short term, it can be quite dangerous because when you're taking too much pleasurable activity all at once, you get an overabundance of dopamine, which is a chemical associated with pleasure in our brains. So when you're taking so much of that, the come down from that can be quite harsh, and you could open yourself up to things such as anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and more.
And spaces like TikTok and Instagram have helped facilitate a larger conversation around mental health. Do you think that's helped lessen the stigma, spread more awareness maybe?
One more time. I'm having a hard time hearing. I'm sorry.
Is there a stigma around mental health when it comes to social media? And do you think these conversations are helping raise awareness?
Yeah, there is some stigma when it comes to using the internet with your mental health. It's difficult a lot of times because the algorithms are so smart, so they pick up on things that we enjoy watching. So a lot of times when you're watching something and you enjoy it, the watch time accumulates, and you watch that thing over and over. So sometimes it's hard to use the internet for benefit, but for me, it's been very beneficial. I've been able to build a community on there with people who enjoy talking about social media, and we have fun and we look at different ways to help ourselves. So if you look at it from a certain perspective, it can be beneficial.
Now, there's a lot of talk about banning TikTok in D.C. these days, with the potential for it to really kind of control people's behavior. Do you think it's a real security issue? Is it something authorities should take seriously?
So when it comes to security, I'm not exactly sure because people are, sometimes concerned about their information being leaked out. But I think that TikTok has been very beneficial for a lot of people. And I think social media is a tool, and TikTok is a way that a lot of people are using to get so much information that's helpful to them. Aside from building the community on there with people who enjoy talking about social media, it's wonderful to see how TikTok has brought so many people together from all across the globe. And I think that once you teach people how to use social media effectively, we won't be as afraid of, using these apps like TikTok. But I think that, banning TikTok could be, it could do more harm than good. I think we just need to learn how to use social media as an effective tool.
Now, there are a lot of people on TikTok. They're not medical professionals, but there are a lot of people giving advice.
Right.
Is there a potential harm with this kind of behavior?
There can be a potential harm because if you go on TikTok or any social media platform for that matter, depending on how the video is made, if it's made using a trending sound, and if the video is funny and engaging, and somebody's giving that health information, you may think that that person is a legitimate doctor or therapist, and you may take their word to be the truth, and that could have negative consequences because you might try what they're saying, and it might not be legitimate information. But I think on the bigger accounts, TikTok, they do a good job of, putting a blue check mark there to see if you're following somebody who is actually legitimate. And of course, if you're in doubt, you could also Google. And I work with the people at Meta and Facebook and Instagram, and they do a good job of highlighting their healthcare professionals on their website. And even on YouTube, they've added a new feature where you can actually, when you're watching the video, it'll actually say from a licensed doctor, from a licensed therapist, from a licensed nurse. And I think that helps to reduce the confusion that people in the public may have when they're looking for healthcare professionals online.
Yeah, because somebody can just put on a white coat and call themselves a
Right.
doctor. You have thousands of
Exactly.
followers on TikTok and Instagram where you talk about mental health. What's been your experience with people watching your videos?
It's been it's been a life-changing experience for me. You know, without the internet, I don't think that I'm even here talking to you on ABC7, which is a huge honor for me. And I've built a community where, you know, over 3.5 million people right now. And we love learning about mental health in fun and relatable ways. And I always do my best to make people feel included, because a lot of people who are suffering from depression, anxiety may be isolated at home, and they may not realize that there are people out there who care about them. So I do my best to use the internet as a tool to bring people together. And even to prepare for this interview, I asked people online on Instagram to help choose the color scrubs I was going to wear, and they chose the navy blue over the gray scrubs I was considering. So I do my best to make it fun for people, and I think that when used correctly, the internet can be a life-changing tool.
Now, what should people keep in mind when watching social media videos focused on mental health? Anything specific they need to really key on?
Yeah, I think that the most important thing is to realize that anybody, including me, we're not your actual, you know, doctor. We can't prescribe medications through a TikTok or through a Facebook or through Instagram. And every now and then I will get some DMs from people, and they'll be disappointed, and they'll say things like, "Oh, I've DM'd you a million times," or "I need you to tell me if I should keep taking my Prozac," or things like that. And any respectable healthcare professional will know that at some point, you know, our help only goes so far, you know. So we do our best to bring awareness to mental health conditions and to teach people that they can improve their lives through self-help and by reaching out for professional help. But there is, you know, that there's a barrier. Like, there's only so much I can do when it comes to helping people, because we can't actually be their real life doctors and therapists. So that's one thing that I think is important to note.
Yeah, you still got to check in with your regular doctor. Dr. Kojo Sarfo, great information. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you, John.
Yeah.